Hello again, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Texas Revolution! Today, we move on from the Alamo, and we take a look at the conclusion of this battle for independence. First, let's take a look at the events at Goliad, because it is another massacre. Not good. So, here's what happens. This guy, Fannin, he's leading his men around 400, maybe 450, maybe 500, not sure exactly. And he doesn't really see Uriah coming. However, Santa Anna has sent him right up along the coast. You see General Uriah's route heading right up to Goliad. So Sam Houston actually tells Fannin, hey, Fannin, let's go, get out of here. But Fannin is indecisive. He doesn't want to leave. He wants to hold his ground. He's made a base there. So Fannin sends his own men out, and by the time he does, it's too late. He's surrounded. So they fight, and then they're left with no choice but to surrender. They wave the white flag, and they expect to be prisoners of war. However, that is not what Santa Anna has in mind for what he considers to be traitors to the Mexican government. So Santa Anna writes to Uriah and orders him to execute every single prisoner. Not cool. So, General Uriah doesn't want to do this, but he does. This, however, backfires on Santa Anna. While Santa Anna expected all Texans to be running scared, a few did, and a few even left Texas. But most became more confident in their right to fight for independence in the Texas Revolution. Not a good day. However, they continue on. The fighting continues. And Sam Houston makes an unpopular decision, and he starts retreating and retreating and retreating. Actually, kind of similar to what George Washington did in the American Revolution. And he keeps building up his forces and training his troops until he comes to San Jacinto. And he finds a place where he thinks he can take on the Mexican army. And so he lures the Mexican army into this little valley right here. And he's hiding all up in the trees. And they wait for the time for a surprise attack on the Mexican army. And they do. When the Mexican army rests, they attack. And you can see here, sort of, there's the trees all around. And so they're sort of caught in this middle of this valley, and the Texans are coming in and attacking from multiple sides. And here's the thing. The Texans win. They capture Santa Anna, even though he tried to run away and pretend like he was just some regular soldier. And so then, Sam Houston's men are calling for the death of Santa Anna. But Sam Houston believes it would be much better to get Santa Anna to sign a treaty, which they call the Treaty of Velasco, which essentially gives Texas its independence from Mexico. And he even has him sign this secret portion, which is supposed to make Santa Anna go back to Mexico City and convince the rest of the Mexican government that this is the right thing for Mexico and for Texas. So, friends, I thank you for joining us along this journey as we discover and learn about the Texas Revolution! Join us in our next series as we look to the Texas government. Until then, I say goodbye, friends.